right, you guys, I am super excited because we are ending off January with someone so special. I've had special guests all this month, and I am just truly blessed by that. So thank you to everyone that's been on. But this particular person gave me an opportunity, God, gave me a special opportunity with being able to be creative, being able to speak my mind, be able to share a part of me that I had stopped doing for a long time, and that was poetry. So some people know that I used to do poetry in college, some people don't, but it was something that was really important to me to express where I was in life and being able to keep myself encouraged. So I have the opportunity to share this space and this platform with Manifest 31 with that person that gave me that opportunity to open that door back up. That may have even led me to even being open and freely talking to y'all on this platform. So without further ado, he is a son, he is a brother, he is a father, he is a poet, a community activist, and so much more, but I'm gonna give it to him for that. But without further ado, Joel Fluent Greene.
Hey, what up, Tay?
Hey.
What's good? Hey, Tay, what's happening? What up, what up, what up?
What's up? I am so excited to have you on this platform with me. And again, I just want to say thank you and give you your flowers now, because if you didn't give me that opportunity, you know, it led to other opportunities. So I just thank you for that.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I'll take them flowers, you know. Why not? Hey, I'll receive it.
But I said a couple things. I said you were a son, a father, a poet, but I think you are so much more than that. You are doing amazing things. Can you kind of tell us, fill us in a little bit?
I mean, I'm an event producer. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, I had you, so you know, when I produce events, I bring people to the stage. I'm a bridge, you know, between poets and creatives and opportunity. I think in performance, a lot of times we don't know how to access spaces and, you know, how to get on the stage sometimes to present our work. So I like to bring people that I think are talented, like yourself, because you're very dope, by the way. So you didn't mention that part of the poetry thing, you know, saying you're a good poet, not just a poet. You're good. And so it's nice to invite people to stages and to be a bridge. And really, I'm a citizen of Detroit. I love this city. You know what I'm saying? I really want to talk about the event producing part at some point. We'll get into that because that's really exciting. So I'm doing big things with it. I'm taking it to another level now. Yeah. And then last but not least, I'm happy to be here. So I'm happy to be here. There you go.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna definitely get into that a little bit more later. But I'm just grateful to have you, and I'm gonna just kick it off. So we all know that this platform is called Manifest 31, and it's the foundation that you can manifest your dreams and heal at the same time. And that's sometimes we kind of like, I got to get to this point before I can do this. And I got to get to this point before I can do that. And the idea with Manifest 31 is to share testimonials and people's stories of how they evolve, how they've grown through these seasons. So what does manifest mean to you?
Ooh, to see it and to make it happen. That's all it is. Basically, I see it, I feel it, I know it to be true. I know it's gonna happen. So it's all up to me just to get up and do the work, or just to, whatever it may be, to manifest it. You know what I'm saying? But manifestation is, just making it happen, basically. You got to feel it first, write it down, something, put it on the board, do what you do with it. We all have our different ways of manifesting, of course, but at the end of the day, it's about believing in yourself, in that thing. You have to believe for it to happen. Without belief, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You got to have faith. So, yeah.
You said something. You said a couple of things that really stood out to me, which one was belief and believing, but you got to put in the work too. So it really is the principle that you can't just believe. You're going to have to put in the work. And work might be physical, it might be internal. It really is going to take you to actually put in the effort behind it to make it to be. But putting in that action starts with that belief. All right.
For real.
We're moving. We got an idea of who you are a little bit. We got an idea of how you do manifestation, but just as an individual, and we titled this The Evolution. So the evolution, the person I met, let's say that was about 6 to 7 years ago. I've had the opportunity, even though, to kind of watch you through social media and different things, to evolve over the years. How would you say you have evolved as an individual in this time frame?
Mm. I'm more steady now. You know what I'm saying? I show up in a real way. Um, I have faith in myself. You know, at some point, I just really started to see that people were showing me so much love and responding to me in a certain way that maybe I didn't see myself in. You feel me? And I had to really look at myself like, you know what, you're doing this work, you've been doing it for a long time, many, many years. And that gave me a certain level of respect. So instead of being, you know, just lying into the depression or self-doubt and all that type of thing, I really started to like really look at myself in a real way. Like, oh, you are that guy that's doing these things and own that. And it really started to grow, just investing in myself, bigger ideas, you know, that really helped a lot. So, you know.
You said owning what you were doing and
Yeah.
believing in yourself. So would you say in this evolution period of your growth really stem from starting to have confidence?
Yeah, definitely. And then also getting tired of old cycles. I mean, when you're tired, you're tired. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of maybe not making enough money or, you know, not being happy in my personal life or whatever it was. I just got tired. You feel me? And I did the necessary things that got me to a different point. For me, evolving took therapy. It took time like to myself. It took meditation. It took prayer. It took me just spending time with my kids and just focusing on them and letting go of my ego and myself and what I want all the time. You know what I'm saying? There are things I really literally had to like attack and address for me to get to this point. I had to peep it out and had to like actively really deal with them. You know what I'm saying? And I did that, thankfully. And I'm still doing that. You know, it's always a process. I'm always evolving. We never stop, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about life. We're always growing. So
I totally agree on that we never stop evolving. And I appreciate you giving up so many things that you did in this process. Like
mhm.
to evolve from a day ago to a month ago to years ago, it took work. So it didn't just come from you just being one day being tired. It took you being tired and then saying, okay, I have to implement something that's going to help me
Yeah,
get to where I need to be. And
yeah.
that's maybe addressing some areas that you need to heal from.
Yeah, you know, we got to have a toolbox. You know what I'm saying? You got to have tools. You know what I'm saying? What's in your toolbox? It may be different for everyone else, but you know, you got to have tools. And for the longest time, I was just functioning without tools, just moving. Good intentions, nice person, all these things, kind, all this stuff at the same time, still not really fulfilling real purpose. You know what I'm saying? I was doing beautiful work. Don't get me twisted. Always doing beautiful work, but you know, I feel like God wants us to be happy too. The universe wants us to, you know, we deserve to be happy. You feel me? Like, so for us to do the real things that we really are supposed to do out here, we have to really heal. We can't just be numb zombies that get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go to work and do this thing and then come home and watch a show and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We have to have joy in our lives. We have to find things that we love. We have to cultivate relationships and friendships and do the real work that's really gonna help us out, you know. Healing is important. Before we manifest anything,
Mhm.
really, truly, you can still manifest as an unhealed person because we're still deserving. You know, we're always healing, but we're always deserving at the same time. We deserve beautiful things. We deserve happiness and all the blessings, but you have to heal to get the real things. You know what I'm saying? You got to. It's important. Yeah.
So are you okay with me knocking? I'm just gonna knock on your door a little bit. Are you open to kind of talking about some of those healing areas where you have to take time
Yeah,
out? Okay,
for
I just
sure.
knocked it slightly. I didn't knock hard. Like I just like, hey, you home?
You like roll the window down. All right. And the people still do this. No, people do
Roll
that.
the window down, a little tap on it.
A little tap. Yeah, some things that I had to heal, like real tangible things. Hmm. Toxic behaviors, you know what I'm saying? Just being out. You know, there are times where I should have been in the studio or I should have been writing, but I'm just out with my friends, you know, drinking, smoking, whatever it may be. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's what it was. I wasn't focused. I had to focus, you know. I think moving from like relationship to relationship, if you and your viewers will know the truth, you know what I'm saying? I think that I had to end that. I had to take time to myself and love on myself and date myself to
Ooh.
nice foods and nice drinks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had to like go and get myself a drink and a steak by myself and chill. I had to read a book by myself and without anything else happening, I had to just do stuff. So that helped a lot. And not being so selfish. I stopped being such a selfish person, I think. I was never that bad, but being a creative, you can be self-centered because it's all about what you're doing, what you're creating, what you're making, the next thing, the next thing. And I had to take myself out of that and get out of wanting all the time and just being still. I don't have to want everything all the time, you know?
Well, I
So,
think that was powerful to be still. And in our conversation, prior, we talked about how the pandemic kind of helped with that, kind of pushed that a little bit for you to be still, to spend time with yourself, to date yourself, to identify the things that you want and you like. Would you say those
yeah,
are some things you worked on during this time?
definitely, for sure. Those are real things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just believing in myself, you know, was so important. It's taking a hard look at who I am, the things I like and I don't like.
Mm.
We got to take hard looks at ourselves and like, okay, I need to change this, change that, and I need to implement this, focus on that. So, yeah.
Man, it's so amazing to just see where you are now because it's so many exciting things coming. I'm not telling y'all just yet. Y'all got to keep holding on just a little bit longer. But it's so
Yeah.
much exciting things coming. And I've also, been able to witness from afar your growth and evolution as a father too, in fatherhood. What would you say is like the key importance to fatherhood?
Showing up, keeping your word, showing up and being present is everything. You can have no money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? There are times I've been downtown with my kids and I had $5. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, that was it. They getting ice cream, they getting something, I'm straight, whatever it may be. A slice of pizza in a pot, whatever. But I was present, you know what I'm saying? And those are the times they remember and they focus on that. They know when you're distracted. My daughter will literally hide my phone. Like if it's time for us to watch a movie, she will hide my phone. She'll take it and hide it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And that's cute, but I get it. So being present, that shows me that being present is the most important thing. Showing up, being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because the world is going to give your kids all types of information, especially with the internet and TikToks and all that, the TikTok. So, it's good to be honest with your kids about how you see life and how you want to raise them, the kind of person you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with it, because they're going to be themselves at the end of the day, but you got to guide them. And so what I've learned, honestly, is showing up, being present as a man, as a father, showing up, being present, keeping my word is important. Um, so many things, you know what I'm saying? These are the things we don't talk about. We know about financial obligations, things like that. But I think that being nurturing as a father is so important. Kissing your kids, telling them you love them, reading stories or rubbing their hair when they sleep and telling them stuff or something. You know what I'm saying? It could be sweet stuff like that. These are the things I've always leaned into, where I might have been lacking in actual technical functional things I was doing at one point, but I was always a loving, caring, nurturing dad. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that person. That's who I am as a person. So I had to learn really how to show up. It's nice to be a nice father and to be fun dad, but you got to show up because they got mothers that need help. They have school that needs to be, especially virtual school. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Because I'm an artist, I have the luxury of, making my schedule. I'm an entrepreneur. So my daughter now is in virtual school. So her mom works 9 to 5. So she gets here like 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm up, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how late I was up last night. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm up, we doing virtual school. It's not easy. She hates it. She can't stand it. But I'm showing up. I'm working with her on this new math and stuff I don't get and all this. I'm doing it. And there was a time where that would have been a rougher path for me. You know what I'm saying? Where maybe I would have been more frustrated or more whatever. But now it's just like, it's my life and it's been my life for so many years now. So I look at my evolution in that way, getting back to that word, where I'm proud of the father I am now in so many ways. It's still not easy and it's still so much to my father's story. But at the end of the day, my advice would be just to be present, be honest, be nurturing. I'm talking to fathers, by the way, because mothers, y'all good, y'all. But I mean, everybody need work. Everybody need work.
Man, I'm like trying to put my hair back. Like I'm listening because I think it's so important that you're saying that because honestly, this is just even being open. Yesterday, I had this whole big idea. I have been busy all day, with work. And I don't even think it was just with fathers. I think it's just with any parent right now is that we all are moving. We're always moving constantly. And I was in that space where I was just like moving constantly, even working from home, still moving. So I was like, okay, we're gonna be intentional. We're gonna go to the drive-in tonight. So I was like, we're gonna go to the drive. The dog gonna come. That's how we do. The dog about to come to the drive-in. We're gonna have a good time. We packed the car. We got snacks. We pulled up at Ford, and they were closed. They only opened on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm looking at my son. My son looking at me like, I'm like, it's okay. We're gonna do the drive-in in the driveway. So we pulled up into the driveway. We put up his phone and turned on Peter Rabbit, and we sat in the driveway and we watched it with our cover, our snacks, the dog in the back, in the driveway of the house. And any other time before that, I probably would have been like, well, let's just go in the house. But that really meant something, just to be present and to pivot and to just be with my son. And I noticed that it meant something to him. Like the next day, this morning, he came to me. He's like, I had fun last night. And I'm like, we just sat in the car. But that was enough. Like you said, you could have $5, you could have all this. It doesn't matter. Showing up, rather a dad, a mom, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, it matters. They remember those moments probably more than the expensive items you could ever buy them, ever.
Oh yeah, that stuff don't even really. It's nice, but it don't matter. You know, not to them, not like that. They just be wanting stuff because they kids. Kids want things. You know what I'm saying? I want this. They'll send you an Amazon link real quick. You know what I'm saying? They just be wanting stuff. They ain't gonna get everything they want, but you can love on them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I really commend you with that, because there are so many fathers that I know personally, and I'm grateful for that. That I know a lot of fathers personally that are nurturing, that are talkative, that are present, that are being active, and just accolades and just shouting out to those dads. If I know you, if I don't know you, but if you are present, if you are doing those things, just shout out to you, because you are needed. You are needed, and you matter, and you are so important. So it's a blessing to hear from you to really say that. And I just want to kind of pause in that moment, because y'all deserve that. Yeah.
That's real. I appreciate that. Hey, them brothers deserve it. That's real. You know what I'm saying? That's appreciated. Yeah, that's honest.
Awesome. All right, so moving along a little bit, because we kind of talked about the evolution with where you are from 10 years to now, to how you are, the evolution of a father, evolution of believing in yourself. But one thing that we talked about prior that I think is really important is, how do you know that you are evolving? Like how do you know?
Yeah, when you can look at yourself and be like, I'm not in the same place I was a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago. And really look, like I said, take an honest look at yourself. We got to allow ourselves grace too, and love. And so, you know, I know that I've evolved because I'm handling the things I need to handle. Things are getting paid for, this and that, things that I worried about years ago. And worrying and not really handling like that, because what's worrying? It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can't worry, can't afford to worry. We just got to act. And so I think you notice your evolution when you really do see tangible growth in your life, and you're living a certain lifestyle that you weren't before, and that maybe you were trying to achieve at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, because 10 years ago, I was definitely in a different place, you know? So I look at myself now, and I'm grateful. My shows are doing better. I mean, for me, evolution is just like how you react to life. How about that? So when you react to life in a healthy way, or a healthier way, and it keeps getting healthier and healthier, you apply the things you learn. Like, you argue with somebody, I won't do that again. I know how to deal with this person now. I'm not going to get baited into arguing with that person. They're going to give me a certain energy, I'm going to let it go. You know, you apply that, keep it moving. Or, okay, somebody bump into me, I'm not going to react a certain way that I could react. I'm going to let it go, because I don't know this person, it don't mean nothing. That's evolution. So you just constantly keep applying these things. Like, these things happen, you learn from them, and you apply it to your life, and before you know it, you're a more evolved person. That's my opinion. You know, yeah, you just see tangible, real, sometimes physical growth too. Just, you know, in your abode, in yourself, and whatever it may be, you just see it and you feel it. You really feel evolution more than anything else. You know what I'm saying? You know.
One thing that really stood out to me, and is, yeah, you might have said this earlier, was it's not just about the accolades and it's not about like the accomplishments in your evolution and kind of going back to that feeling of knowing that you're not the same person as you were the day before. And I think you even saying now, like healthier ways of dealing with situations, because that's the one thing that's going to happen. You're still going to be hit hard with some things in life. It's not
Yeah,
going to just be blue skies and rainbows when you evolve. No, you're it's new levels, new problems, new issues, and things. They're going to continue, but it's how you react to them that's so important in your
yeah,
growth. Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Man, so I kind of want to kind of as bringing this kind of full circle. You are doing some great things, and I think this is time. So like,
Oh, drum roll. Okay.
all I got is a desk
All right.
job. That's all I had. I could have did it with the hands. I could, but I want to kind of talk about that because there's something big coming. It's coming soon too. You've been talking
Yes.
about it. So can you tell us a little bit about what is coming up?
Yeah, so I'm doing, so for those that don't know, I've been programming events at the Jazz Cafe at the Music Hall for many, many years. It's located in Detroit. Beautiful venue, beautiful space. But in the Music Hall building, there's also a 1,700 seat theater. Huge, legit plays, theatrical productions, Broadway style stuff comes to this theater, right? So for many years, I'm just, like I said, thinking smaller, I evolved, right? Even in my business, I'm like, you know what? I have access to the space. They named me a music hall resident artist in residence, right? So I have that title with there. I've been there for years supplying things and entertainment opportunities, all these different things. So I want to do something bigger. So what I'm doing is for the city, I'm putting on for the city in a real way. And I'm combining poetry, live music, dance, and monologue for a production called Where Joy is a Road. So that's what it is, a joyful evening of poetry, live music, dance, and monologue. And that'll be held April the 1st, which is National Poetry Month, actually, which is wild. So that's the first day of National Poetry Month. So I'm really excited. And that was intentional too, by the way. That's a magical day for me. A lot of the work I've done along poetry, beginning of April is a good month for me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's National Poetry Month, so things happen. So uh, I'm really excited about this. This is a big undertaking. It's me really stepping myself up, stepping my game up, putting myself out there, investing in myself financially and also physically with the ideas and the work. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about what this is going to mean to me and my brand. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a brand, but you can be stuck in a box with that brand. You feel me? And it can be a comfortable box. You're paying your bills, you're eating, everybody's fine. But at some point, you got to be like, you know what? I need the next level. And it was just waiting on me in this big theater for many, many, many years. And now I'm like, you know what, I'm taking that and I'm owning it. And so that's what I'm doing. So I want everybody to come out. If you're listening to me right now, you person, I want you to come and be there because I'm very serious about this. I'm putting my heart into it. I'm booking the best talent the city has to offer. You'll leave feeling, imagine yourself coming in, inhaling, and then by the second half, you're exhaling and you're just feeling joyful, like literally. And that's what I want. I want you to come and especially us Detroiters, we've been hit hard with COVID, so many things over the past 2 years, being honest. So I want to acknowledge that, but also I want to give us a chance to celebrate ourselves and our talent and our culture because we're so rich with talent. And globally around the world, we're known for being dope, but we don't celebrate ourselves enough. You know what I'm saying? You can go to London. I'm from Detroit. You're from Detroit? What? You know what I'm saying? But here, we're like, we're kind of, we did like really love ourselves. And this is like a real celebration for the city that I'm putting on. I'm really excited about it. It's a big undertaking. It's my first time talking about it in an interview type of way. So I'm full of the jitters and the nerves right now. I might start glistening again. It got better for a minute. I don't know, but
All right, I'm super excited. So again, how can people reach out? How can people reach out?
So for me personally, my website is joelfluentgreene.com. That's my website. And then also Where Joy's the Road. You can buy tickets on Eventbrite right now, actually. I do have pre-sale tickets right now for only, I think, $35, $45. I think it's $45. They're $45, which is not expensive for a major production. So come out. I just ask people to support this. Go to Eventbrite and search Where Joy is a Road. Like literally Joy Road, so you'll see the flyer. If you're from the city, especially the West Side, you're gonna see that flyer, you're gonna know what's up. If you're from, I'm not from Joy Road. All respect due, by the way, to everybody. I don't want no problems. But if you're from Joy Road, especially that area, especially Joy Road in Vaughan, you'll appreciate this flyer. And when you see it, you'll know why. Trust me. And so it's just really just me putting on for the city. But yeah, just follow me, man. Joel Fluent Greene, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. You can find me. And my website is joelfluentgreene.com.
Awesome. I'm so excited. And I don't know if you can't answer this question, it's okay. But can you kind of tell us where the name came from? So
Fluent?
No, that too. But I want to know.
Oh, where Joy's the Road?
But I want to know about that.
Well, if you think about it, I want to really physically on stage show the journey to being maybe depressed, being down, feeling sad, whatever, dealing with loss and grief, right? Something we all know about. And then going to feeling joyful, feeling happy. What does that look like? How do we all obtain that? It's different for you, it's different for me, right? We all have different things that bring us joy. So when you find it, what do you do with it? Do you cultivate it? Do you throw it away? So this is really me just saying, hey, come into this space. We've all been through things over the past 2 years, and I don't know your life. It could be just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I'm not talking about just anybody that comes. I don't know their life. I just want them to come and feel loved on, because we're all family in this space. We're all from the city or around the city or whatever, or we love the city, and we just want to celebrate Detroit talent. So where Joy is a road, Joy Road. It's regional. It shows respect to the culture of our city. You feel me? I mean, listen, what makes our city rich is not Shinola Hotel. It's not the new Gucci store that's coming downtown, by the way, which, hey, Gucci, whatever, I ain't mad at it, but I'm just saying, none of these things make our city rich. It's us, it's the people. So me being a citizen from the city of Detroit, I love this city. So I want to put on in a real way. Artists from the city, you know what I'm saying? Everything being done locally and working with other people. My sponsors are businesses from the city so far. I'm looking for more sponsorship. So if you're down for that, holla at me, by the way. This is an expensive thing to produce, so holla at me. So where Joy's a Road is just me just showing that process and giving you an actual auditory and visual representation of the joy process and how we capture it and appreciate it and enjoy it.
Man, I am excited. So again, we're going to make sure that at the bottom of the screen, it's going to be like pop-ups. So make sure if y'all see this pop-up going across right now, that means to follow it, to go to it, to buy tickets, to follow on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you need to, just to show your support and share it with others. So don't just show your support, share it with somebody. And one thing that we are going to do for Manifest 31, because it is just paying our flowers and honor and respect, is that we are going to purchase 2 tickets, and we're going to give them away to individuals that share and like. So I'm going to tell y'all how you are able to get these tickets, to be able to not only show up but support, and just to say thank you for open up the opportunity for me and so many others on the platform. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited. So I'll let y'all know how to get those tickets. So don't be jumping in my inbox just yet. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all. But before we end, I do want to end with that, because I think your name is so powerful and respected, and I want people to, it's becoming more of a household name. It's special. It's really special. So can you kind of give us the background? I know Joel Fluent Greene, but we said who he is, but I want to know the meaning behind Fluent and how you came to be.
Well, so I used to rap, right? Like back in high school and stuff. And after that still, but I started back then. And I had a dream, actually. It was weird. A friend of mine from school named Jason, in the dream, there's a lot of stuff happened before this part in the dream, but in the dream, he was like, Fluent, get it? And I woke up, basically. The dream was weird. There's a school bus going one way and I'm walking. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. But the point is, at one point, he was like, Fluent, get it? And then I woke up. And I woke up like, wow, Fluent, that's cool. And this is somebody I used to trade raps with in school. Like we write raps in English class or social studies. We weren't supposed to be, we were doing it. And then we trade them back and forth and read them and compare and criticize and all that, critique. And so that was one of my good hip hop homies, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it was really a beautiful thing that I got that name that way. And I just stuck with it. Like I went to school that morning when I woke up, I went to school and wrote it on the chalkboard. Like I'm calling myself, this is what it is. I'm Fluent. It was just Fluent. I knew what it meant. So I'm like, well, I'm a rapper. It makes sense. Fluent. Okay, fine. I'm gonna use it. And then as I became a serious poet, I just like Joel Fluent Greene. You know what I'm saying? It works for me. You know.
It does. It definitely does. And I'm glad to know this individual. I'm glad to know just to be a part of this evolution and just to see it and to watch it. So I'm going to say thank you. But I don't know about y'all, but I've been like staring at this painting behind y'all, and I feel like if I did not say something about it,
I was hoping.
I was sitting here and I was like, okay, do I actually ask about? I've been sitting here, y'all, and I don't know about y'all. I was like sweating. I was like, do I ask personal?
No, don't sweat. I was hey, let me drive that. So okay, so first I had to curate a vibe for you. All right. I'm sitting on the couch that wasn't normally here. I moved it over here to this corner, this little nook, to curate a vibe. I got my little curtain here, got the blue wall, but then also I got my boy, Paul Laurence Dunbar. This is my favorite poet of all time, Paul Laurence Dunbar. Are you hip to Dunbar?
I'm not, but now I am definitely gonna look this up.
Look him up. Look him up. Yeah. I could tell you. I could sit here and tell you all about his life, but I'm not going to do that. I encourage everybody to look up Paul Laurence Dunbar. He's an amazing poet. He's my inspiration, and the reason why I will tell you this, the reason why he inspires me, he's on my walls because he wrote poems back in the day that he would write them in the way we talk, like Black dialect. So like, yes'm and this and that or whatever. He would write them like that in the book, but also he could write in perfect so-called proper King's English. You feel me? And so he was just versatile as an artist. I look at myself the same way. I'm from Detroit. I'm from here. I'll throw a DOE in there real quick. I'll cuss. I'll do whatever in my poetry that represents who I am. Just like he was the same way, but at the same time, I still like beautiful, pretty sonnets and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to be well-rounded. He was very well-rounded. He was a wild dude. He was an amazing poet. And yeah, that's why he's on my wall. So, I mean, I've been to the house where he grew up in, and I got books. I got like a first print edition of one of his books. I'm like, I'm a fan. So,
okay, I'm so glad I asked y'all. I was sitting here just like, I was just like,
yeah, like who is this Negro on his wall?
Like, no way. Like,
wait, there you go. That's Dunbar. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And as we are exiting out and we're ending this Manifest 31 for January, I just want to just prepare and just say Happy Black History Month coming up.
Hey.
Super excited about it. And I am so excited that you are trailblazing and making history. Continuing to make history. So,
my sister, thank you for having me. Thank you. I love this all. The hat, the vibe, everything is lovely. And thank you.
Change up every day.
Right, you do. Yo, I see. I know.
Awesome. We'll tune in to next time, y'all. Thanks so much.
All right.